Has it been a Hollywood approach?
No, I don't know where they got that from, but you know, I'm all open to that. So
Of course, and who wouldn't be?
Exactly.
But
yeah.
you have been incredibly busy. We'll start with Our Girl because obviously there was Lacey Turner in the first series, which you were a massive fan.
I was a massive fan of the first series, yeah, and I remember having a meeting with Tony Grounds, the producer, and the writer, and the BBC bosses, and they were telling me like the storyline of what will happen, and I absolutely loved it, and I totally jumped at the chance.
Yeah. So does this storyline pick up from the first series? Yeah,
it sort of does. There is reference to Molly in that. My character and Lacey's character are friends, and there is links. There's Captain James, who's played by Ben Aldridge, he's in the second series as well.
OK.
So there is a link there.
And you are Lance Corporal Georgie Lane.
Yes. Yeah.
And this is your first action part?
Yeah, totally first action.
So what's the training?
Well, we had 2 weeks worth of boot camp, army boot camp. We had a week in England and a week in South Africa, where we learn everything from, you know, how to hold a gun, how to do patrolling, parade marches, anything like that. And we had a corporal, a captain called Nigel, and he was really strict, and he put us through it.
And she's a medic also, so not only have you got to learn all of that, and your lines, that's a big challenge, that's a big ask.
Yeah, but luckily for me, there's Nigel, who's a great medical advisor, and his wife, Roma, who really, really helped with all that.
And so then from that, when you finished Our Girl, which is tonight at 9 on BBC One, that finished on the Friday, and then filming for Tina and Bobby started on the Monday.
Well, I had a read-through. So I finished Our Girl on the Friday, and I started the read-through for Tina and Bobby on the Monday. So it was like from one job to the other, and they were both so different as well, completely different.
So let's just talk about her. So who is she, first of all? What's her...
Yeah, she is an army medic, and she's an experienced medic. She's been in the army before. And, yeah, this is her tour going off for a humanitarian mission in Kenya.
And she has got a fiancé.
Oh, we're back on Our Girl now?
Yes.
Right, OK.
Sorry, I just completely confused everyone.
Thinking, who is she? Yeah, she has a fiancé back at home, but there is also a love triangle running a saucy scene.
And so, I mean, how does that feel like with your parents watching?
Oh, it was so cringe. I had a screening a couple of days ago in Manchester, and my mum and dad both came. And luckily, I wasn't sat anywhere near them, but my brother was. And obviously, that was like one of the first opening scenes. And my brother Andrew was like, I didn't look at them once, and there was silence. Not one of them said anything. So yeah, it was quite embarrassing.
And Mark, I suppose, is used to that.
Yeah, because everyone makes a big deal about how does Mark feel in it, but I was in Coronation Street, and my character in Coronation Street went with a few men on the street. Yeah, so he's seen me kiss loads of guys.
And it's your job.
Yeah, it's my job.
What you do.
I can't just turn around and go, actually, no, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
But also the thing is, and it's amazing what gets picked up. You are filming an action drama, and so the last thing that you're going to have on your finger is a wedding ring.
Yeah, that's it. And the thing, I was living in hotels at the time as well, and I didn't want to keep my ring in the hotel in case it gets lost, or you never know, do you? So I didn't have it on, and next thing the papers blew up saying I won't wear my ring, and it was just silly.
So frustrating.
So to put the lid on this for the time being, then you're fine, the both of you.
Yeah. I just don't read any of the negative press now.
No, I don't blame you. It must be very frustrating, particularly when you're far away from each other and you're missing each other, and then that doesn't help.
Exactly.
So what he is really chuffed about, though, is that the role that you were playing for ITV, this Tina and Bobby, is obviously football legend Bobby Moore and his missus, and he is a massive football fan, isn't he?
Yes, he's a big West Ham fan. He obviously knew who Bobby Moore was straight away, and he also knew who all the other players were as well.
We've been allowed behind the scenes, so we'll just show you a little bit of this
that
now.
That was in the 60s. That's Tina. I played obviously Tina Moore, Bobby's wife, and that was in the 60s.
We've got, when we get closer to this actually going out, then we'll show our behind the scenes. This is just a snippet of some of the stuff that we were allowed to have. So that's perfect that Mark could help you with the history of...
He was so excited, and all his friends obviously are all West Ham supporters as well, so they're all really excited to watch it.
But he knew the wives as well as the football players.
Well, yeah, he knew all the names. Yeah. Our house literally is like where Tina and Bobby used to live. We drive past that nearly every day.
And you met her, didn't you?
I met her, at the read-through. She was lovely, and she came on set a week before we finished, came on set as well, and she was so lovely.
Because they were so big at the time.
Yeah, they were like the first golden couple.
Yeah,
of the time.
And can we talk about your hair? Because obviously you are very blonde there, and you're very brunette now.
Yes.
You suit blonde. Not many people can make that change and have
I don't think it did.
Well, with a beautiful face like that, it's hard for you to do anything to your hair that's not going to make you look lovely. But do blondes have more fun?
Well, I don't know, because I was working, so I didn't really go out that much. I should have really embraced it and gone out a few more times. But I'm back to feeling like me again now, you know, being brunette. And Lita can look back in 10 years' time and go, oh, remember that time I went blonde?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was fine.
For more of the same, just click here. And don't forget, you can subscribe for even more of these amazing videos exclusive to our channel.
You know, there were times at 5 o'clock in the afternoon when I was still in my dressing gown, not having brushed my teeth, not having had a glass of water, much less a cup of tea, past my lips, with a never-ending stream of people. And, you know, you'd say, please wait a second. Oh, no, this has to be done. I mean, I used to say, I'm sorry, this is not Piccadilly Circus. I'm not a mascot in the middle of Piccadilly that everybody comes and slaps. Just stop it.